But what I want to do at this point is I've got a couple of folks that I want to share a little bit more in detail about their testimony that are in the room right now. If you've been pre-selected to share, why don't you guys come up now? Y'all give them a hand if you will. Y'all stand right here and give us an idea of just what you guys had to do to go out and qualify for your respective levels. And we're going to start right here at the top here, just because. Okay, well, we won't start with you this time. All right, we'll start over here with Debbie. Debbie, go ahead, give us an idea of your testimony in 60 seconds.
All right, I'm Debbie Taylor from Milford, Connecticut. I'm regional director. I was the one that took 7 months to get to the BMW. And Kevin will go through this a little bit later about what the system is about and get started training and how the program works. And I actually kind of thought that I was going to go be a salesperson. And this is not sales. This is promoting milkshakes and showing a DVD. I am a life salesperson. That's what my career is, my full-time job. I do this 10 hours a week or so. So it took me a little bit longer to get my BMW. I absolutely love it. But it took me a year to watch. Lindsay talked about this last time. Facebook stalking. I Facebook stalked Hazing Christensen, 2-star ambassador, for a year before I finally said, okay, what is this about? I got on it myself. I wanted to lose 10 pounds. I lost 15 pounds. I've kept it off for over a year, and now I got my BMW. So. Woo!
My name's Teresa Christian from Queens, New York. I only stalked Kevin for a day on Facebook. And I was looking for somebody else, and I went on Facebook, and I found him, and I saw him talk about the car, and, I said, well, listen, let me give it a shot. And I just told some friends, I told some, family, and I'm rising star. I'm still working on my car, but my husband will tell you about himself.
My name's Peter Christian, and I'm from Queens, New York. She told me about Kevin. I said, I'm not looking for a business. I don't want a business. Don't tell me about a business. But she said, got to hear about this. Her excitement level was up here. So the more I looked at it, the more I said, well, maybe. So we decided to get on the challenge. She started losing weight. I lost 6 pounds the first week. And by the second week, I had lost another 6 pounds. I said, we might have something here. We started getting checks. And I said, okay, I'm in. Let's go. Let's do this. But I want to say, every day I get more and more excited about this company. And it's not just that we've lost weight, but we've helped people now to actually get checks from ViSalus. And that's a nice thing to hear somebody call you and tell you that not only are they losing weight, but they're also making money. So if you're still thinking about it, and as Nick said, you really don't have anything to think about, just come to join us, because this company is it.
I'm a regional director. I live in Queens. Around 5 years ago, I met a guy by the name of Blake Mallon before he was who he is today. And I actually signed up in the company. It wasn't the right time for me to move on to other things. And around a year and a half ago or so, I came back to the challenge after the challenge was launched, and obviously everything was going on. I struggled in network marketing for almost 10 years. I made $788 my first check, my first day I went Rising Star. Qualified for the car. I lost 52 pounds on the challenge. I struggled with my weight my entire life, and feel amazing. And Mike Craig said on the video, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it's absolutely a get-rich-slow scheme. So go ahead and get started and follow the system.
Hi guys, Marissa from Queens. I started the challenge 30 days ago. I've lost 13 pounds today. Now a rising star. If I can do it, you can do it. It's simple. Kevin will go over the GSTs later, but just follow the system. It works for you. It's great. And I just love ViSalus. Thank you.
real folks right here in this area that are doing it, going out, making it happen. And you know, guys, right now, like Nick said, every 40 minutes now, someone qualifies for a BMW. Every 40 minutes. So, you know, by the time you can help a couple of hundred folks go out and qualify for the car, you got pretty much a decent handle on what you need to do to get a BMW, right? By the time you can help someone every day get a car, and now every 40 minutes, there's not a question of can you get a car now and make an extra $1,500 to $2,000 a month. The question is how soon do you want to go get it? How soon do you want to go get it? So the ball is in your court. Now, the next thing that you do is you go out and you help a couple of folks, actually 12 to be exact. All right, we're going to skip some levels in there, but 12 individuals that you go out and you put in a car, and then they call you an ambassador, and they give you a $25,000 bonus check and a 5-figure monthly income. It took Stephanie and I 6 months from the day we started to do that. All right? Now, you think about that for 1 second. Borrowed $500. 2 months in, we match my salary of 19 years at UPS. 6 months into it, you pick up that bonus check, and over $10,000 a month starts to roll in, and you're still going to work. I don't know about you guys, but picture that. Picture going to work with $11,537 every 30 days hitting your account. Does your attitude at work get better or worse? See, I thought my attitude would get worse because I never really wanted to go. So I thought my attitude would decline, but actually this is the honest to God truth. My attitude got better at work. I mean, I was excited to go to work again because I knew I was on my way out of the door. And every night was my job then was to go to work and get done as quick as possible so that I could go home and build my fortune. All right? I'm telling you, most people, when you start getting up in the years at work, a lot of times you do just a little as possible to get by, don't you? No one's really striving anymore to be the best. And see, here, this pulled out the best in Stephanie and I. And it made us perform because we were around the folks like Nick and Mike and Kyle. These guys were cranking, right? Well, you know what? That's cool to go ambassador, but when you help someone go ambassador, it's even better. We helped one individual go ambassador in, in May, I think. Yeah, it was May. The month of May, the year after we hit ambassador. And Tim and Julie Socks. We met this couple. They were digging for coupons in their neighbor's trash on the night before recycle day. All right? So they were in a bad financial situation. And you know what? We called them about the 90-day challenge. They made a decision to join. And guess what they borrowed the money from?
From you.
From us. I was like, for the first time, we can actually help somebody, right? And you know what? That couple, I forget how many months, 8, 9 months to ambassador, and they started knocking down over 10 grand a month. And let me tell you, it was even more fun to watch them go ambassador than us. And, we got to a point where we ordered a stretch limousine that month, and we were making about $15,000 a month at the time, and that wasn't enough to walk away. But I caught the vision of where this thing was going. And I said, you know what? If I can go full time, we can take it and multiply that income. But we ordered a stretch limousine. And my last day of work, can you imagine what your last day of work is going to be like? I mean, we ordered a 20-passenger Hummer limousine. And about 15 BMWs met me at my house, all black. And 75 people went to work with me that last day. And I walked in there with all of my UPS uniforms over 20 years in a big bag. And I go in with my badge for my last day. Now, I hadn't been working for 6 months. I took 6 months off without pay. Try that sometime. But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking back here. My boss called me and said, hey, you got to come back to work on May 1st of 2011. And I had been gone since like December. And he says, you got to come back to work. I was like, when? He's like, next week. I was like, that ain't going to happen. So can you imagine your boss's boss calling you saying you got to come to work and you saying no, right? Well, you know what? After a short conversation, I decided to retire. And I says, you know what? Whatever his name was. I says, hey, I'm not going to make it back in. Why don't you make my retirement date effective now? And you got to know that was one of the best conversations I ever executed. Because have you ever been owned at work, like where they put their thumb on you and they know it? Come on, y'all quiet in here. I mean, anybody ever been, under the thumb? Yeah. And for the first time, could you imagine not being under the thumb, and they know it? See, he knew it in that conversation that he didn't own me anymore. So he asked me when I was coming back to work. And I said, never. Could you imagine executing that call and then walking out of there, a free individual at 37 years old and owning your life, going home to your wife and your kids, and walking out of there and getting in a stretch limousine with all of my family, her mom and dad, my mom and dad, my grandma even came to work with me on my last day.